Every single one of us humans needs a partner in their life. And even if you're someone who is riding this journey solo, at one point you're going to need to have someone to stand by your side. And it is extremely important to choose the right partner in life so they can help you get the best out of you, right? But so many people in this world today are in so many toxic relationships that they have an enemy instead of a partner who will help them get the best out of themselves, right? And an enemy who is dragging them down. And that is why in this video I'm going to share with you a few tips that will help you to choose the right partner in life. So the first thing that you need to pay attention to when choosing a partner in life is, do they bring you comfort? Now, your partner needs to be someone who will bring you a lot of comfort in life, because the world is hard enough already, right? It's a struggle out there. The world outside of home is already a battlefield, and you need to go through a lot of stressful situations outside in your everyday life, right? You have a boss at work, you have colleagues, there are toxic people all around the place. We live in a concrete jungle. And if your partner is not contributing to your comfort, if they don't bring you any comfort, if they bring you discomfort in your life, then you need to let them go, because you don't have a partner, you have an enemy in disguised as your partner, right? If your partner makes your home a living hell, if your legs are walking backwards when you go home, then you don't have a partner, you have an enemy, and you need to get the hell out of that relationship as soon as possible, right? How to know if your partner is someone that you need to keep or you need to let them go? Well, is your home your comfort zone, or is it just a battlefield, right? Because the world out there is already a battlefield, and your home needs to be your comfort zone, right? Your home needs to be the place where you will come and you will feel safe and comfortable, right? But if your partner is always bringing up argues, right? If they can't wait for you to come home so they can start a new fight, then you don't have a partner, you have an enemy disguised as a partner, right? That is stealing your comfort, even when you're supposed to be resting, even when you're supposed to be nurturing your own body, recharging your own batteries, right? After a stressful day at work, they can't wait for you to come home so they can pour their anger over you, right? So they can affect you with their toxic and negative energy, right? They always look something to pick on you, right? They always look for something bad to pick on you. And that's how you know that you don't have a partner, you have an enemy disguised as a partner who is only here to drain your energy, right? They don't mean any good to you, even though you're spending most of your time together, right? It is extremely important to be cautious who you will share your daily life with, because if you are not happy that you're going home, right? If you're not like, I can't wait to get home so I can see them, right? If you know that they are waiting, they can't wait for you to get home so they can see you, right? They can't wait for you to arrive home. They're counting the minutes. When will you come? And they are happy to see you, because you know that when you go home, they will be happy to see you because they can't wait to see you, right? Then that's how you know that you have the right partner in life that you need to keep, and don't let them go no matter what, right? They greet you with a hug, with a kiss, instead of a whole argument prepared, right? A whole fight waiting for you to enter the house so they can start asking you questions. And what about this? And how about this? And what did you do here? Huh? And the conversation with them feels like an interrogation, right? Now, you know that you have the right partner when they contribute to your peace of mind, to your inner peace. Because so many people out there are in so many toxic relationships that one of the partners is constantly trying to brainwash the other partner, is constantly gaslighting the other partner, and the other partner always feels as if they're losing their sanity, right? They're starting to doubt their own minds. They're starting to doubt their own reality, right? They're going to make you believe things that are not true, that are not real, right? And this is how you know that you don't really have a partner, but you have an enemy disguised as your partner who only keeps you around because they have something to gain from you, right? And no matter what that something is, they keep you around them just for the benefit, right? And you need to let them go because they don't love you. They don't truly love you. They are only having you around because they want to gain something out of you. It may be like your money, you may be working, so now you both participate in the relationship, right? With your financial investment, right? It may be about sex, it may be about just having someone to drain their energy, right? There are people out there who enjoy draining other people's energies, right? Who they need to argue with. There are people who are dependent, who are hungry for fights, you know, who constantly want to argue about something, and their soul is not fulfilled if they don't have an argue today, right? They will always look for something to pick on just so they can start a fight, just so they can start an argue, right? And all of these things are stealing your inner peace, your peace of mind, right? And if you're in such a relationship, then you are in a really toxic relationship and you need to get the hell out of there, right? As soon as possible. Because for as long as you stay here, you are going to struggle. Your mental health is going to struggle. Your body will struggle, will suffer the stress from all these constant fights and argues, and you will suffer their negative energy being broadcasted on you daily, every single day, because you are sharing your daily life with them. So it is extremely important to be aware who you allow to be part of your life, right? Now, if there's someone who is constantly competing with you, then you don't have a partner, right? You have an enemy, because a healthy relationship shall be an ecosystem where you both give to each other. We are here to teach each other. I am not perfect, neither you are, right? You have something to offer, you have something to teach me, and I also have something to teach you, right? But if we are constantly competing and trying to prove who is better than the other one, if your partner is constantly trying to drag you down, to bring you down, right? To prove you that you're not worthy, to prove you that you're not as good as you think you are, then you don't really have a partner. You have an enemy disguised as a partner, right? And for as long as you have this person in your life, you are going to be dragged around, you're going to be dragged down, and you are going to be taken advantage of, right? And you are going to end up nowhere, right? There are so many people out there who spend their entire lives being around such a person until they finally just accept their fate, right? Because it's a choice. Regardless of what stage of your life you're at, regardless of what stage of your relationship you're at, even if you're married with kids, right? If your partner is not contributing to your well-being, then you don't need them in your life. They are holding you back, and you need to let them go before it's too late, because it's already too late, right? Now, it is important to pay attention to the polarities, right? And to what type of a person you are, because there are two types of person, right? There is the superior force and there is the inferior force, right? There is There are people who want to be the dominant force in a relationship, right? And there are people who want to be the submissive one in the relationship, right? The inferior force in the relationship, who don't mind being submissive, right? And if you are someone who wants to dominate the relationship, if you are the dominant force, and you also aim to get on with someone who is also a dominant force, then you will most likely be fighting over who holds the wheel, right, of your relationship, who leads the way. And now you'll end up crashing the car, you will end up flipping the boat upside down, because you will be both fighting for the wheel, right? You both want to be the dominant force in the relationship, and no one is willing to step back and follow the other's lead, right? No one is willing to submit to the other person, right? And many times in many relationships, this happens, like really often, right? Two people who want to be the dominant force get together, and then they constantly fight about who is going to be in charge, right? Who is going to make the final decision, and now they end up breaking apart. So you don't want to experience that in your future, and that is why you need to pay attention in the early stages, right? Who are you getting along with? Are you a dominant force who is trying to get along with someone else who is also trying to be a dominant force in a relationship? Now, it is really important to pay attention if your partner is someone who is the inferior force, if you are an inferior force as well, right? If there is no one to take the lead, then you will constantly be passing on the ball to each other, right? No, you take the lead. No, you take the lead. Like you are supposed to know what we should do next, and now there is no one to lead the relationship. So find someone who is the opposite of what you are, and you are good to go, right? Now, another thing that you need to pay attention to when choosing a partner is about the way of your communication, right? How you communicate with your partner is everything. Do you even have communication with them, right? Because if your partner is someone who is constantly trying to win the fight, if there's someone who is always trying to prove themselves to be the one who is right, then you have a communication problem in your relationship, and you can't get along with this person because they don't even hear you, right? They don't even listen when you speak. If your partner listens before they speak, then you have the right partner, right? Because if they listen, they will understand, they will try to understand your point of view. But what happens in many toxic relationships is that one of the partners, or maybe both of the partners, don't even care to hear what the other is saying, right? They just wait for you to finish talking, so now they can say their point of view, they can express themselves, right? So they can state their arguments and win the fight, hopefully, right? And this grows to a really unhealthy type of debate, which is basically an argue, right? Because both of you are trying to make a different point, right? Both of you are trying to prove something that you have in your head, right? And it leads you nowhere, right? You end up constantly having arguments and fights with the person who you are sharing your daily life with, and you have your daily life being ruined. Your everyday looks like hell. Your daily life can be full of blessings. Your daily life can be full of love, of joy and play and comfort and fun moments, right? You can be both enjoying beautiful moments of life, right? But you need to have understanding towards each other. If you are willing to communicate the issue, if you're willing to hear them out, if you're willing to even to at least try to understand how they feel about this situation before making up your mind about something, then you are most certainly going to have a healthy water relationship with your partner, because they will also take the leads, they will also take the example that you've set and try to understand your point of view, and then you're gonna find some common ground. You're gonna make a peaceful agreement and something that will suit both of you, right? Both the sides. And now you create this healthy water relationship, right? And it is extremely important to pay attention if your partner is someone who is supportive towards you. Are they the wind in your back? Or are they someone who is constantly killing your dreams? Are they someone who is constantly talking you out of doing something that you really want to do? Because many times we may be passionate about something, we may want to do something, right? But that something may interfere with the desires of our partner, right? And if your own wishes, if your own wants and needs, if your own desires are not aligned with your partner's desires and wants and needs, then you have the wrong partner, right? And if you express what is it that you want and your partner tries to talk you out of it, right, without any reasonable explanation, because sometimes you may want to do something stupid, right, and they're like, no, wait a minute, what you're doing, right? But many times people are with a toxic partner who constantly wants to hold the wheel, right, and doesn't even want to hear any suggestions, right? You try to at least participate in the final decision making, because like relationship is like something that both the participants should have a word in, right? You need to have a word, right? Where are we headed? If you're not allowed to even express your mind, if they don't want to even hear how you feel about it, if they don't even want to hear what are your thoughts on the subject, right? On where we are headed, shall we go left or right? If they never want to consult with you about whatever it is, then you have the wrong partner, right? And you need to find yourself someone who you will resonate with you, right? If they're supportive towards you, if they are always trying to push you forward, if they're the wind in your back, then you have a really healthy partner and you need to keep them no matter what, right? Don't let them go. But if there's someone who is always trying to talk you out of chasing your own dreams, right? If they don't support your dreams, something that you know that your soul needs and something that is your core want and core needs, and they don't want to be supportive towards you, they don't want to help you make the dream happen, then you don't really have a partner. You have an enemy disguised as a partner who will be the reason for your failure in life. They will always try to prioritize their own selves, their own dreams, their own wants, their own needs, and you will always have to push down your own wants and needs. And now you are caught up in a toxic relationship that is detrimental for your health, mental, emotional, and physical health, right? So if your partner is not someone that you can stand next to, if you can't see yourself standing next to your partner, strong and still, knowing that you can rely on them, if they are not someone who gives you confidence, who empowers you, who encourages you, then you don't have a partner. You have an enemy disguised as a partner, and you need to get rid of them. You need to get out of that relationship before it's too late. Don't let them trap you mentally, because this kind of people, toxic people, will constantly try to give you reasons why you can't leave this relationship. They're gonna do it in such a subtle way that you won't even notice. Through conversations, they will brainwash you, they will gaslight you into believing that you are stuck with them here forever, and you can't leave this relationship no matter what, right? Because you bring them security. They know that whatever they have to gain from you will remain here. For as long as you're here, they have that benefit, right? And they don't want to lose that, right? And they're gonna do everything in their power to keep that something that they are gaining from you. So you want to make sure that whoever you create a relationship with, whoever you start building a relationship with, is someone who is healthy for you, for your mental health, someone who is bringing you a lot of comfort, a lot of happiness in your life, a lot of joy, and make sure that you are taken care of every single day. So those were some of the tips that I wanted to share with you about how to choose the right partner in life. And I hope that you liked this video. If you did, then make sure to leave a like on this video so you can support my work and what I'm doing. And feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications bell so you can get notified each time I post a new video. Share this video with someone who may need to hear this and help them see if they're in a toxic relationship, or maybe if they are in a healthy relationship, help them choose the right partner, right? And drop a comment down below. Tell me, are you in a toxic relationship, right? Have you been in such a relationship, right? Is your relationship with your partner a beautiful water relationship, maybe? Like, tell me something about you, right? And feel free to add me on Instagram at eu.mikemasters. Send me a message. Let's connect with each other, right? Feel free to reach out and say anything, right? And feel free to download my free PDF, The Ultimate Guide to Success, which is a short ebook designed to put you on the right track and help you to get your game going. And feel free to drop a coin in my fortune well so I can be inspired to bless you again in the future. Other than that, have a wonderful day, and until next time, peace.